Hi again, welcome back to Sika Foods. So today we're going to bake our fingerling potatoes and plantains. I'm using two different spice blends for the potatoes and for the plantains. I'll give more in the description box the exact measurement of the herbs and the spices. Meanwhile, I've kept a pot of water to boil for my potatoes and I'm going to steam my plantains. I did not add any salt to my water. So I cut my plantains diagonally. I'm going to steam them and boil the potato. They both took me around not more than 10 to 15 minutes. We want them cooked but not mushy. And once they are done, we're going to allow them to cool as we're going to handle them later on. For the spices, for the potatoes, we added 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil. And for the spices, I added coriander, cumin, salt and pepper, and turmeric. And some coriander leaves as well. And for the plantain, I added oil, salt and pepper, chili flakes, oregano, and thyme. I mix the spice well with the oil. As we let the potatoes and the plantains to cool, we're going to add these spices to them before we start to bake. We place the plantain and the potatoes in between our palm to crush them a little bit so it builds in some texture as the spices will seep through them well while baking. Make sure it's not very hot nor very cold. If it's cold, it will make the potatoes and the plantains too mushy. So let's finish them all, flattening the potatoes and the plantains. So we add the spice mix to the plantain. Give it a good stir, following with the potatoes with its own spices. You can allow it to rest for maybe 5 to 10 minutes, or you can just start to bake in a baking tray. Meanwhile, I heated up the oven at 425 degree Fahrenheit and I'm arranging the potatoes and the plantains in two different trays to bake. Make sure not to overcrowd them as the skin will not turn crispy. I mixed all the spices well before I started to arrange them on a tray. Make sure to have the trays in the middle rack of your oven. The time might change a little bit depending on your oven. Make sure the skin turns nice and crispy. It took me about 15 minutes at 425 degrees Fahrenheit. It's a very healthy snack as it's only baked and it tastes delicious. I use mostly this as a starter for any parties. It's a good finger food too. I hope you like my videos, and if you do like, Please subscribe to my channel, Usika Foods. And I made an aioli to go along. I'll share the recipe in another video following. Meanwhile, I'm sharing a link to the music that I enjoy in the description box if you would also like to listen to it. I hope you like my recipe and do follow Usika Foods. Thank you again. You have a good day.